Yeah, set me free and give me death, there ain't no other choices. When I lay down to go to sleep, I keep on hearing voices. That subtle breathing in your closet every single evening. Thought you never see me again, looks can be deceiving. When they hear the sound of the drum, they'll be saying, oh Lord, here they come.
Here's a throw on the money, perfect go. Line drive, left center field, will score one. That ball had a family, DJ Van Eyck.
Here we come. Here we come.
Slider, outer third, bang, throws him.
Yeah,
what a play on the forehand, the throw to first. Vintage Ryan Buckle.
Here we come. Here we come.
Starting pitcher for the Hastings Sodbusters for Game 2 tonight is number 23, Adam DeBoer. Head coach of the Sodbusters is Joel Schiffer. And now here's your batting order and starting lineup for the Spearfish Sasquatch. They're 3-2 in the second half of the season, 14-16 overall, going for the doubleheader sweep. Leading off, number 3, center fielder, Trey Horwald. Batting second, wearing number 24, second baseman, Ryan Bachman. Batting third, number 19, first baseman, Seth Nelson. Batting fourth, wearing number 27, right fielder, DJ Van Etten. Batting fifth, number 9, shortstop, Luigi Reyes. Batting sixth, number 30, designated hitter, Joey Legg. Batting seventh, number 5, third baseman, Parker Bledgy. Batting eighth, number 38, left fielder, Daniel Thiessen. Batting ninth, number 26, catching is Keegan Weston. And on the mound for Game 2 of the doubleheader, starting for the Sasquatch on the mound, number 8, Tyler Miller-Tillo. Fans, we ask that you please stand and remove your caps as our national anthem will be sung tonight by Spearfish Sasquatch pitcher and winning pitcher in Game 1, Julio Romero.
Oh, say, and you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Julio! Throwing out the ceremonial first pitch for tonight's ball game from Wolf's Plumbing and Heating, Mason Kuiper.
Sasquatch fans, we got something to say. Let's play ball!
And welcome back to Black Hills Energy Stadium. Long time no see, Sasquatch fans, right here on Spearfish Sasquatch Live, bringing you all the action in the comfort of your home like you're here with us on this beautiful Saturday evening in Spearfish, South Dakota for Game 2 of the doubleheader versus the Hastings Sodbusters. The Sasquatch up here domination in Game 1 at the 9-3 victory, headlined by three people in particular as Julio Romero just sung out the anthem here in Game 1. He can pitch 2, went 5 2/3, led up 2 earned runs, and struck out 4. He was sensational on the bump to start the game. After a rocky first inning, he settled in pretty nicely in the final 4 2/3 of his night. It was Luis Reyes and Seth Nelson combining to be, I believe, I'm doing the math right, it was 4 for 6 with 8 RBIs, 2 extra base hits. Those two were absolutely sensational, combined for 8 of the 9 Sasquatch runs, and it's Kyler Miratello taking the bump here in his second start of the season to try to propel the Sasquatch to a doubleheader sweep and a 3 games in the 4 total of this weekend series already in their back pocket. We'll have the 4th game of the series tomorrow, but for now, the 3rd game of the weekend series, the Sasquatch already have 2 wins, looking to make it 3 and potentially make it 3 in a row as well. They improved to 3-2 in the second half after a Game 1 win today, and now they're looking to potentially make it 4-2 in the second half. Would be a hot start to a team trying to make a playoff push. I'm Sean Massa bringing you all the action right here from Black Hills Energy Stadium, right to the comfort of your homes via our YouTube live stream, Spearfish Sasquatch Live. First pitch from Miratello is followed off by the leadoff hitter, Ty Matson. Go through the defensive lineup for the Sasquatch. Behind the dish, Keegan Weston getting the nod here. Nolan Ackerman, Game 1. It's Keegan Weston, the man from Montana State Billings. He is going to be catching Kyler Miratello today in Game 2 of the doubleheader with an 0-1 count on Matson. That pitch way upstairs just got away from Miratello, sailed down a little bit. Count goes even at 1-1. The infield looking pretty much the same if you go first base. First base can actually be Seth Nelson. His first game in the field, he was absolutely dominant with 5 RBIs, 3 for 3 with an extra base hit in Game 1 as Miratello's ahead. 1-2 delivers a strike there. Bachman and Reyes, the middle infield duo that the Sasquatch have loved to have all year. They are back here in Game 2, and Parker Bledgy manning the hot corner, sliding over from right field where he was in Game 1. Miratello tried to get in the chase on that breaking ball low and away. Lays off his Matson. Count goes even at 2s. Look in the outfield. Daniel Thiessen is going to get the nod in left field today. Trey Vorwald sliding over from left to center field. And in right, DJ Van Atten. The DH today is Joey Legg in his first real action in a Sasquatch uniform this year. That one flown softly to second. Bachman barely has to budge. He makes the catch. Weak contact. Bachman corrals it 1 away here in the top of the first inning. That's 2 times Sasquatch pitchers in these 2 games, one being Julio Romero, now Kyler Miratello doing the same thing with weak contact right to Ryan Bachman and Luis Reyes, where they barely even have to move for an infield flyout for the first out of the inning. Now brings up Landon Gaz, the first baseman, once again in the 2 spot for the Sodbusters. Watches strike 1 go outside. The umpires switched from last game, so Josh Henwood going into the field as he was in Game 1, and now behind the dish it's going to be Kelly McNeary once again. 0-1 count to Gaz. Miratello controlling early. Gets that one popped high in the air in the foul territory. Nelson giving chase, but he ran out of room. That one's going to go all the way to the concession stand. 0-2 count early on the second batter of the inning. And Miratello looking to get off on a hot start, trying to get the Sasquatch out of the first with no runs given up, something they have not done a lot in this second half. That breaking ball froze him on the outer third. Kyler Miratello, an absolute beauty. Landing as goes back looking quickly. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the first inning. What a pitch from Miratello. Guys had no idea anything about that one. And what a spot, 2 outs. Brings up the 3-hole hitter in center fielder, Gage Frank, where he's been every single game in this series. He slots back in that position here. He takes the first pitch low and away. Weston tried to pull it back up, stick his glove out. Could not get the call. It goes 1-0. On deck, Marcos Cabrenas played second base in both games in this series so far. He's at the catcher spot today. He's due up on deck as ball 2 goes to Gage Frank if Frank can get on board. Miratello, haven't seen him since the start in Pierre for the last game against the Zap when a Sasquatch dominating win. Miratello was solid on the bump. That one's going to be flown high in the air in a shallow center field. Reyes going back. Vorwald coming in. Can't get the catches, Reyes. It's going to be a single, a bloop single at that for Gage Frank, but he's aboard with 2 away. Weak contact, but right in the spot where no one can get to it, and Reyes is pretty mad at himself right now, visibly out there in left center field. That one nearly a basket catch over the head. That's a tough play to make for Luis Reyes, who's been so good defensively already on the day in game 1, making phenomenal play after phenomenal play. That one could not make another phenomenal play. That would have been something if Luis Reyes could have controlled that one. It's a 2-out base runner. Marcos Cabrenas, the cleanup spot, coming up to the plate. Cabrenas manning behind the dish. He fouls off the first pitch down the first base line and out of the ballpark. Cabrenas in game 1 was 1 for 1, 2 walks. He was phenomenal out of the cleanup spot. He's been one of the best hitters throughout this 2-game set that we've already seen from the Sodbusters here in the last 2 days. Although in game 1 he was not the best. He was 1 for 5, but he has 3 total hits and had 2 of the 5 hits this Sodbusters team recorded in game 1. Miratello with an 0-1 count trying to get out of this inning unscathed early as that one on the outer half is fouled off the edge. It's an 0-2. Miratello locating the fastball, and he has done so well already. It's 0-2. On deck if needed, Zach Vital. He's going to be playing over at second. So Cabrenas playing second base, usually in Vital behind the plate. They're supposed to flip-flop. I wonder if that's just a typo on the lineup card. We're going to have to see when they come out on the defensive side. 0-2, here's the pitch. Upstairs, checked his swing, and he would have went around on that one at the eyes. Had almost no chance of touching it. Good plate discipline from Marcos Cabrenas. It's ball 1-1-2. Almost chased that one. That would have been an ugly swing for the second strikeout of the night for Miratello. Nonetheless, it's 1-2. Miratello still 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning. 1-2 from Kyler Miratello. Here's the pitch. That one outside. Weston keeps it in front of him. Count goes 2-2. Runner stays put at first. Cabrenas with good plate discipline here, and that's exactly why he walked 2 times in the middle 2 at-bats of his 4 plate appearances in game 1 of the day against Julio Romero. Now a 2-2 count with 2 away for Kyler Miratello. That one up and in, didn't get the zone. An 0-2 count turns in to a 3-2. And early on, a little bit of trouble if Marcos Cabrenas reaches board. Runners on first and second, 2 away. Miratello with a chance. Runner's going to get a head start. We'll see what happens here. Full count, 2 away. Kyler Miratello, the 4th batter of the inning. That one's going to be chopped weakly over to short. Reyes off 2 hops. His only play at first, and it's in time. Nelson picks it from the dirt, and Kyler Miratello, despite a 2-out single, gets 3 quick outs. 4 batters and 3 outs, gets through with only 1 base knock. Vorwald, Bachman, Nelson. When we come back, right here on Spearfish Sasquatch Live, a goose egg in the top of the first.
Jet Rogers at Peak Family Chiropractic and Sports Performance.
We all take different paths in life. That's why we utilize multiple different treatments here at Peak. Our main treatment is our high-level chiropractic adjustment, but we also emphasize the use of cupping, scraping, vibration massage, trigger point therapy, and active care to promote movement, strength, mobility, and most of all, pain relief. Why travel to multiple locations when you can have total wellness under one roof? Stop in today and let's get you to your peak.
Trey Vorwald set the lead off the inning for the Sasquatch, leading off once again as he did in Game 1 of the series yesterday and Game 1 of the doubleheader today. This time sliding in to control the outfield in center field. He comes up trying to get his night started early. He was 1 for 3 with a single and a walk in Game 1 today. We'll see what he can do in the leadoff spot. He takes strike 1 outside from Adam DeBoer, the pitcher today for the Hastings Sodbusters, as they are trying to get something going and get a win here. Vorwald chops one weakly over to third. Chavez walks in, cross diamond throws on the money. 2 pitches, 1 away as Vorwald grounds out to third. We'll go through the defensive alignment now. Finally, we have a chance. Behind the dish, it's going to be Marcos Cabreras, and we go to the infield for this Sodbusters team. Third base is going to be Anthony Chavez, as always. Shortstop is going to be Josh Brenner still. Second baseman Zach Fiedel. He caught Game 1 of the series, got Game 1 of the day off. He slides in at second at first. Landon Gaz, as always. In the outfield, it's Cale Jensen in left, Gage Frank in center, and a new right fielder, Ty Matson. He led off the game with the fly out to Ryan Bachman. Bachman up to the plate now. He takes ball 1 outside. Ryan Bachman and Seth Nelson now due up after the leadoff ground out by Vorwald. That one all the way in the left-hand batter's box from DeBoer. Count goes 2-0. DeBoer started the game against the Sasquatch the first time they were here in that one game that we saw on a Sunday afternoon to start the season. Upstairs at the 3-0 count early to Ryan Bachman, who had himself a night 2. He was 2 for 3 in Game 1. He was spectacular. Double, a single, a stolen bag, a walk. He was part of that big Sasquatch offensive night. Watches the 3-0 go for a strike and auto take from Bachman, and now in a 3-1 count. 3-1 to the Sasquatch second baseman, looking to give Seth Nelson a pitch to weigh as that one finds the zone. A chance to get a pitch to try to expand on his night, but now 3-2 to Bachman after being up 3-0. Watch that breaking ball fall into the bottom half of the zone. Here's the payoff pitch from DeBoer to Bachman. That one low and away. Bachman trots the first with a 1-out walk. Seth Nelson comes to the plate. Nelson was one of our player of the games in Game 1. There were 2 performances so good we couldn't pick between the 2. It was Julio Romero, the starting pitcher, went 5 2/3, gave up 2 runs at 4 Ks. He was spectacular on the mound. He gave up a run in the first inning and then went all the way to the 6th before getting pulled with runners on, and unfortunately one of those runners found home plate. Now Seth Nelson comes to the plate. He was 3 for 3 with a sac fly, 5 RBIs, and a double in Game 1 today. He was spectacular. Puts that one on the third base line, just foul on the first pitch. It's an 0-1 count. Nelson was also spectacular in Game 1 of the series. He was 3 for 4 with 3 singles. He has just been absolutely unreal. He also had 2 RBIs. He has been crazy good lately for the Sasquatch. That one inside goes off, and at the wild pitch, Bachman will advance to second. Ryan Bachman goes to second on a wild pitch. That one just got away from Adam DeBoer. Now Seth Nelson a chance to get his 6th RBI of the day potentially. My goodness, that would just be unreal. He has been hot lately. Let's see if he can continue. DJ Van Atten, the right fielder today in the cleanup spot. He stands on deck as Nelson right now the first baseman with a chance. That one in the dirt again. Cabreras scoops it up, keeps it in front. Bachman remains at second base. 2-1 count to Seth Nelson. You have to think with the way he's been hitting the ball against this Hastings team, he's 6 for 7 with a walk. I think you have to pitch around him, but we'll see what Adam DeBoer's method is here. 2-1 count to Seth Nelson. Here's the pitch. That one's lifted high in the air to right field. Going back is Matson to the track, the wall. Seth Nelson is scorching hot. My goodness. A 2-run blast. It's 2-0. He's got 7 RBIs of the day now. My God. When you're hot, you're hot. Seth Nelson is scorching. Oh my God. What are we seeing right now from number 19? This is absolutely absurd. I don't know if I've ever seen a batter this hot than Seth Nelson right now. My God. Base is clear. DJ Van Atten to the plate now with 1 away. Low and away. That's a strike for strike 1 to Van Atten. Well, now the bases are cleared after Seth Nelson absolutely destroys a baseball to right field. My God, he's hot lately. That one, same spot, but that one just missed a little to the outside. It count goes 1-1. Van Atten has not had a hit this series yet. He's been hit by a pitch twice. He's walked twice, and he's reached on an error twice. Now he's down 1-2 as that one watches outside. It's a 1-2 count to DJ Van Atten. He's looking for his first hit of the series. He pokes that one into right field, and there it is. DJ Van Atten singles right after the Seth Nelson home run. The train just keeps on rolling. The Sasquatch offense does not want to stop what they have built already from game one. My goodness, this team has caught fire. First hit of the series for DJ Van Atten. He's on first with one away for Luis Reyes, who also had himself a day. Couldn't give him a player of the game nod. Went down to talk to him. He was 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs and a double. But he was out-dueled by Seth Nelson, who had 5 RBIs. That one low and away in the dirt. Cabrera slides over the left-hand batter's box. Keeps it in front of him. Runner stays put at first. Luis Reyes and Joey Legg, the DH today, the man from Hope International. He has 1 at-bat in a Sasquatch uniform this year. It was a pinch hit. And he went down swinging. We'll see what he can do here on the left side of the batter's box in his first real game action. Reyes with a 2-0 now as that one skied on him at the chin. Here's the 2-0 to Luis Reyes, trying to keep this train rolling early in the first inning. Get the 2-0 lead already for the Sasquatch. Reyes a big hack at that one. Count goes 2-1. That was a nice hack from Luis Reyes. And, hey, he's been swinging the bat well. I mean, last game, he started out 0 for 2. We were thinking, oh, this could be a bit of a questionable game for him, but then he gets an RBI single, a 2 RBI double, and back-to-back innings, and the bat's kind of hot right now for Luis. That one a breaking ball all the way to the outside of the left side batter's box. It's 3-1 to the Sasquatch shortstop. On deck, Joey Legg, and in the hole, Parker Bledgy manning the hot corner. Here's the 3-1 pitch to Reyes with a runner on first, trying to keep the train rolling for the Sasquatch. He's got one high in the air into right center field. Frank going over into the gap. On the run at the track, that one's going to drop. Luis Reyes is going to second. Luis Reyes slides in with a double. When you're hot, and Luis Reyes is hot. In the conclusion of game 1 all the way to game 2, that is 3 for 3 with 2 doubles. Van Atten advances to third, could not score, as wasn't sure if that one was going to be tracked down by Madsen and Wright. I couldn't believe it wasn't right there. That's a hard ball to get to. It looked like he had a chance, could not make the play, and now Joey Legg with a chance to get his first 2 Sasquatch RBIs. Oh, and oh, Joey Legg now with 1 away and 2 runners in scoring position, middle of the infield playing in. That one low and inside, it missed at the 1-0 count. Gals and Chavez at first and third respectively playing in, wanting to keep Van Atten at third and keep this game from getting out of hand quickly. But this Sasquatch offense is hot at the right time. They have jumped early with a chance to make it more. Joey Legg. That one outside, wanted to throw down to Reyes. The 2-0 count, he thought about going to Reyes. Would have been an interesting choice as Van Atten might have been able to take off. He doesn't, just elects to go back to the mound, and now it's a 2-0. Reyes with a nice lead at second. He is toying a little bit with the bore. We'll see what that happens to Legg now, if that can affect maybe a pitch missing its spot. 2-0 to Legg. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball upstairs at the chin, and it's a 3-0 count to Joey Legg. Parker Bledgy standing on deck, the 8-hole hitter. Daniel Thiessen getting his first rips of the series. He mans left field today. He is in the hole. Legg's going to hit that one on a line to second. It's going to be a 4-6 double play to end the inning. My goodness, what a play right there at second from Zach Vitale. Ends the inning. 1 runner stranded on the base pass, but 2 runs come across due to Seth Nelson hammering one to right field. It's a 2-0 lead early. We go to the second. Kyler Miratello now working with a little bit of a cushion.
I want to shout out to the world so they know my sweet baby loves me so. She got me going, yeah, she turns me on. She loves me.
Hey, nice strike.
Yeah, it blows my mind.
Kyler Miratello back out on the mound here in the second inning. The Sasquatch, 6 batters, and it was a 2-run blast by Seth Nelson that puts them early in the lead. But it was a Joey Leg line drive right to the glove of second baseman Zach Vitale. He was able to flip it to second, catch Reyes off guard to get the 4-6 unassisted double play that ended the threat in the bottom of the first. But it was 2 runs came across, and now a cushion for Miratello. His first pitch of the inning is fouled off by the man who ended the inning in the bottom half of the first, Zach Vitale, the second baseman. 5, 6, 7 now due up for the Sodbusters. It's Vitale, Jones, and Chavez. The second baseman, DH, and third baseman for the Sodbusters team. That one blown away in the dirt. No bite from Vitale. It's a 1-1. One single so far by Gage Frank, but Miratello has worked pretty efficiently, having a strikeout, getting a weak fly out to Bachman, and then a ground out to Luis Reyes. That was routine as can be. Big swing miss at that one up at the letters. Miratello blows it right by him. It's a 1-2 count for Kyler Miratello, trying to get this Sasquatch team moving here in game 2 of the doubleheader. It's a 2-0 lead now, pitching with a little more confidence, Miratello. We'll see what he can bring here with a 1-2 count. That one low and away, throws him, bang again. Second strikeout of the game, and second backwards K for Kyler Miratello, painting the outside well. He's got 2, 1 away here in the second. Kyler Miratello, another beautiful pitch on the outside, and Hastings just does not want to bite at anything on the outside of the plate. That's got to be something you attack all day, especially when you're going against right-handed batters. Now brings up Nick Jones at DH. He takes strike 1. Jones was hot on Friday in game 1 of the series. He was spectacular. He had a home run. He had 2 singles. He was 3 for 5 with multiple RBIs, but last game, he was 0 for 4. In game 1 of the doubleheader, pokes someone down the third base line and foul. 0-2 count quickly. And Jones was 0 for 4 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. So it was a weak ground out right back to Julio Romero in the first inning of game 1 today. Now in an 0-2 hole against Miratello. We'll see if he can take advantage of a bit of a cold bat right now from Nick Jones, and we'll see if Jones can turn it around. 0-2 for Miratello upstairs. Gets off the head of Weston. It's a 1-2. That bringing ball slipped away from Miratello, but still up in the count with a 1-2 pitcher's count. Anthony Chavez, the third baseman, standing on deck. 1 away, the 1-2 pitch from Miratello, looking to get a quick second out, maybe a second strikeout of the inning. That one's waved, hit into shallow left center field. Vorwald on the run, the diving play, vintage Trey Vorwald. The Sasquatch defense is absolutely unreal. Trey Vorwald, my goodness. Holy cow, Trey Vorwald. Kyler can't help but tip his cap out there to his center fielder. Holy cow, his first game in center field all year, and his first action on a fly ball, he does that.
Batting now for the Sodbusters, number 19, third baseman Anthony.
You know, I can't believe I just put together a coherent sentence after seeing that, because honestly, my mind went blank. That was absolutely absurd from Vorwald, 2 away. Anthony Chavez, the third baseman, coming up to the plate now with the beer batter Josh Printer on deck. Chavez was 0 for 3 with a hit by pitch in game 1, and he fouls that one off. He did everything in game 1 in terms of where he hit the ball. He grounded out to left side of the infield to Luis Reyes in the 6th. He struck out in the 4th, and he flew out to shallow right field to Gage Crott in his first at-bat. We'll see what he does now. 0 for 1 as he fouls that one into the backstop. The 7th spot, Anthony Chavez in the third baseman. See what he can do here with 2 away after Trey Vorwald robs him of a single, and that one a wave and a miss at the breaking ball. It's 0-2, Kyler Miratello getting ahead early on hitters. That's one of those plays that changes the shift of a game right there. He gets on base, maybe the Sodbusters get something going, but Trey Vorwald just robbed the base hit, and Miratello's up 0-2 in the next batter. We'll see if he can go 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and get a K to end the inning. 0-2, here's the pitch. That one upstairs at the letters. Left off. And it's going to be 1-2. Printer standing on deck, Cale Jensen, the 9-hole hitter in left fielder for the Sodbusters, in the hole if needed, if the Sodbusters often can get going, or if Miratello can have a quick 1-2-3. 1-2 count with 2 away to Anthony Chavez. Here is the pitch from Miratello. That one hit weakly up the middle, and it's going to be a base hit. Just got by Miratello, and it gets in the center field. It's another 2-out single, the same thing that Gage Frank did in the first. Anthony Chavez has a 2-out single and a 2-out base runner for the Sodbusters.
Now batting for the Sodbusters, it's our beer batter, number 9, shortstop Josh Printer.
Josh Printer comes up to the plate now. The shortstop beer batter and 8-hole hitter here in Spearfish, South Dakota. Printer went down looking to end the game in game 1 of this series and was 1 for 3 earlier. Put the ball in play every single time in the air, excuse me. That one chopped weakly foul to the Hastings dugout. He put the ball in the air, both pulled it to shortstop to Luis Reyes and drew it out to right field. He was also hit by a pitch and came around to score one of the 3 runs all game from this Hastings offense in game 1. That breaking ball just missed inside on the chalk. Count goes 1-1 for Miratello. Looking to give the crowd here in Spearfish, South Dakota that showed out here on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. It's a little bit of a hot one, but it's a beautiful sunny day. Looking to give them a little bit of cheap beer. 1-1, Kyler Miratello to the beer batter. Here's the pitch, that one low in the dirt. Weston keeps in front of him. Printer, we've seen him in every game so far. In game 1 of the series in that 8-6 victory, he had 2 singles but struck out twice. We'll see if Miratello can maybe get the first one of his night here for some beer for the fans here in Spearfish. That one's going to be chopped weakly once again in the foul territory down third base line. Looks like the assistant coach for the Hastings Sodbusters stuck his foot out there from the bullpens, or from the dugout. Stopped that one from going down the line. And it's a 2-2 count with 2 away to the 4th batter of the inning, Josh Printer.
We're getting closer.
2-2 count. Printer trying to preserve that 2-out single by Chavez, but Miratello trying to get out of this one. That one's going to bounce in front of the plate, get over. Weston runner's going to advance on a wild pitch in the scoring position. Count goes full. It's a full count, 2 away with a runner on second now to Josh Printer, the beer batter, and then Cale Jensen, the left fielder, the 9-hole hitter, if needed, on deck for this Sodbusters team. Trying to capitalize on that 2-out single by Anthony Chavez. Full count to Josh Printer. Miratello sets at the waist, and here's the payoff pitch trying to end the inning. Outside, runner's going to advance to third due to that one getting by Weston, and it's a walk. Runners at the corners now to Cale Jensen, a man who has been pretty good at the plate against this Sasquatch team. 1 for 2 with a walk in game 1 of the doubleheader, and in game 1 of the season, or of the series, excuse me, he was only 1 for 4, but he did have that solo shot home run off Oliver Wilson and then put the ball deeply into center field. And Ryan Bachman made a great play at second. He put the ball in the air 3 of the 4 times he was up at the plate, struck out in another appearance. Had the chance here, and he'll set high, win the right field. It's one towards the corner, going back Van Aden. This one, he looks up, it's off the wall. It'll score 2. This game is going to be tied. He's going to third. No, he'll hit the brakes. He goes back to second. It's going to be a 2 RBI double from Cale Jensen. This game is knotted at 2. The Sodbusters answer right back here in the second. That one almost went over. That one was absolutely pounded. It's a 2-2 game. 2 runs came across the bottom of the first, and Cale Jensen gets his second extra base hit of the series against the Sasquatch. Knots things up for the top of the order, Ty Matson. Matson flew out to second base in his first plate appearance. We will see what he does here with the runner in scoring position, 2 outs, trying to continue this little 2-out rally. It was a 2-out single, then a walk, and then obviously that moonshot double down the right field line that we just saw from Jensen. Matson takes the first pitch for a strike from Miratello, trying to shake that off and leave here with a tie game for the offense that has been rolling as of late. See what they can do now with this game knotted back up. 0-1 count to Ty Matson now. Runner standing on second, Cale Jensen. Bachman going to hold him. He'll back off. Here's the pitch. Skied high in the inner center field. Vorwald comes in a few steps. He settles under it, makes the catch. 2 runs come across due to a Cale Jensen moonshot 2 RBI double to tie things up. We go to the bottom half of the second. Sasquatch are going to retake the lead here in Spearfish, South Dakota.
New games every month at the Lodge. We are constantly updating our gaming floor with the latest fun games to keep our guests entertained with new games every month. For the freshest selection of slot machines in town, make the Lodge at Deadwood your gaming destination. The locals' choice for gaming excitement with the newest games is the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort.
Parker Bledgy due up here in the bottom half of the second inning. The Sasquatch had a 2-0 lead, and it was knotted up after Cale Jensen went almost yard down the right field line with a 2 RBI double that knotted things up with the Sasquatch offense for the second time today, due up trying to retake that lead here in the bottom half of the second inning. Parker Bledgy, the 7-8-9, he takes strike one. 7-9, Bledgy, Thiessen Weston due up for the Squatch. Bledgy skies that one foul. It's an 0-2 count early. Bledgy was pretty good in game one today, manning right field. He had 2 singles, a stolen bag. A run scored, was 2 for 3. We'll see if he can continue his night here, but an 0-2 count early. Hits that one hard over to third on a line to Chavez. Takes a knee, catches that one, flashes the leather. There's one away. Bledgy pieces the ball on the third base line, but right to a glove, something we say a lot about this Sasquatch offense. There's one away. Daniel Thiessen comes up to the plate now, one away. He's manning left field. He chops that one down the third base line, foul on the 0-0. Thiessen wave and a miss at that one, goes down 0-2. They'll actually say he got a piece of that one, but it was foul tipped. Here's the 0-2 to Daniel Thiessen looking to get a one-out base runner, watching that one sail above his head. Daniel Thiessen getting his first nod of the season. We haven't seen him in a hot minute in the Sasquatch lineup. When this bat is hot, it can get hot. That one's low, takes ball 2. He's batting just under 280 at 276 coming into this series right here. He has a home run, 5 walks, 4 RBIs on his season. He's been pretty solid for the Sasquatch, looking for hit number 12 of his season. Hits that one down the third base line just in front of it on the breaking ball. Count goes 2-2. 2-2 to Daniel Thiessen looking for a one-out base runner. Bledgy lined out. That one outside. Cabrera's tried to pull it back in with that one in the left-hand batter's box. Does not fool home plate umpire Kelly McNair. Three-two count to Daniel Thiessen. Here's the pitch. Skies one high in the air to center field. Frank coming in. He goes over to the gap. He's going to settle under, and he'll make the catch. 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom half of the second inning. Adam DeBoer settling in nicely, getting 2 quick outs on pretty good contact, but his defense just in the right place. Keegan Weston, the 9-hole hitter, trying to avoid a 1-2-3 inning for the Squatch here. He takes strike 1 outside. Top of the order set to roll over when needed if Weston can keep this inning going, or Vorwald will lead off in the third. 0-1 count to Keegan Weston. Takes that one outside again. Another heater for a strike quickly in an 0-2 hole. Haven't seen Weston yet against this Sodbusters team in this series. And he takes that one inside. It almost got a piece of him a little bit on the inside shoulder. Count goes 1-2. Haven't seen Weston in a hot second here. We saw him in game 1 against the Big Sticks. Flies that one high in the air in the foul territory on first base line. Giving chase his gas. Makes the catch at the fence. Runs into the fence, but makes the catch. It's a 1-2-3 inning for the Sodbusters after tying this one up. Adam DeBoer comes out and goes bang, bang, bang. We go to the third inning, tied at 2.
Knee replacement? With the area's only ROSA robot, Monument Health offers a more personalized and precise procedure, customized for your anatomy. Get going with Monument Health, your partner for advanced orthopedic care.
Kyler Miratello back out here in the third inning. He's been pretty solid today, but it was that RBI double by Cale Jensen that knotted things up. And then 1-2-3 for Adam DeBoer in the bottom half of the second. We come to the third inning. The Sasquatch trying to get some momentum going. They had a lot after the first inning, but the Sodbusters offense came out and they delivered with 2 away. A 2-out rally tied this game up at 2.
Leading off the top of the third inning for the Sodbusters. 31, Landon Gaz.
Landon Gaz going to lead off here in this one. He is 0 for 1 with a backward strikeout. We will see what he does here to lead off this inning. 2-3-4 for the Sodbusters do up. It's Gaz, Frank, and Cabrenas. Hits that one weakly over on a hop to Reyes. Nonchalant grabs it, cross diamond throw. Easy first out, 1 pitch, 1 out. Luis Reyes retires him. Hit harder than I originally thought it was going to be, but it's Luis Reyes over there at short. He collected it with ease on the forehand. Just let it go. Just let it bounce right in to the webbing of his mitt. Transferred it. Bada bang, bada boom over to first. Gage Frank now due up. He singled. Had a 2-out single in the first inning. Was part of that quick 4-batter first inning for Kyler Miratello. We'll see if Miratello can get the second out in this one. Cabrenas standing on deck. He also grounded out in the first. That one away in the left-hand batter's box. Tried to paint the outside. Gets away from him. It's a 1-0 count. Frank had a nice single earlier in this one. Let's see if he can get the first non-2-out base runner all day for this Sodbusters offense. He skies that one high in the air and over to short. Reyes steps on, is literally right behind the bag. He'll make the play. Luis Reyes veers all the way over, standing directly behind the second base bag. 2 away quickly in this one. 3 pitches into the inning for Kyler Miratello. But this is where things have gone south both times. 2 2-out singles in this one. We'll see if Marcos Cabrenas keeps that going. He grounded out to Reyes to end the first inning. Kyler Miratello trying to work quickly. He's got 3 pitches and 2 outs. We'll see if he can get through this one in, let's say, 6 pitches. That would be sensational to come out here after giving up 2. He tries to lay down a bit high in the air, goes over the backstop. Gives me a little bit of scare. I thought it was coming right to me in the press box. I was ready to flash some leather and show you what I'm made of, Caleb. 0-1 count to Marcos Cabrenas. Grounded out to Reyes in his first plate appearance. We'll see what he can do here with 2 away. 2 2-out singles so far. That's what started the little bit of rally in the second inning that ended up tying the game with Cale Jensen. 0-1 as that bunt attempt was spoiled. See what he does here. High in the air. He took a big hack at that one, and it's an 0-2. He flew that one all the way behind. And now 0-2 away, Kyler Miratello. 1 pitch away. This will be the 6th pitch of the inning for Kyler Miratello. And you're already 1 pitch away from getting out of this one. Let's see what he brings. Expect maybe he tries to get him to go fishing with that slider in the left-hand batter's box. We'll see what he brings here to Cabrenas. Weston sets up outside. Here's the pitch. That one way upstairs. Considering that Weston was set up outside, I think I might have been sort of correct on what he was trying to do there, but it just did not work out. That one goes upstairs at the 1-2. 7th pitch of the inning. Here's the pitch from Miratello. That one up above the head of Cabrenas. 0-2 turns to 2-2 now. And we'll have to see what happens. 2-2 away to Marcos Cabrenas, looking for the first time Kyler Miratello has been able to retire 3 in a row. He's got the first 2 of each inning quickly, but then it's been 2 singles after that. That one's flying high in the air in the right field. Van Atten takes 3 steps in about, settles under it, makes the grab. 1-2-3 for Kyler Miratello on 8 pitches in the top half of the third. Sasquatch offense looking to get going again here in the bottom half of the third inning at the top of the order. Forwald, Bachman, Nelson right here when we return. Trey Vorwald to the leadoff here in the bottom half of the third inning. The Sasquatch, after taking a 2-0 lead, gave up the 2 runs to tie it up. Went 1-2-3. Kyler Miratello went 1-2-3. Let's see how the offense reacts. Trey Vorwald, outside, strike 1. Vorwald, Bachman, Nelson, 2 up. 1-2-3 for the Sasquatch here. This is the part of the order they got these 2 runs across. We'll see if Vorwald can get on base. That one low in the dirt. Count goes outside. That one outside. Count goes 1-1 here in Spearfish, South Dakota. 1-1 to Trey Vorwald. Here's the pitch. That one in the dirt. Count goes 2-1 now. Trey Vorwald with a chance here to get on base early, and if you can get guys on base in front of Seth Nelson, he's just been hot, and when you're hot, you're hot. 2-1, takes a rip at that one. Count goes 2-2, saw the breaking ball in the outer half. Wanted to take a bite at that one. He did, just got a piece of it, 2-2. Bachman walked in his last plate appearance. He's standing on deck. We'll see what he can do if he gets up with a runner on, and Vorwald will take that one right in the shin. Trey Vorwald gets hit by a pitch on a 2-2 count, a breaking ball that just got away from DeBoer. Another hit by pitch for the Sasquatch. This is ridiculous. They're first of this game, yes, if you're just tuning in, but if you know anything about this team, they get hit like there's no tomorrow, and there's Trey Vorwald with a leadoff hit by pitch. Doesn't hurt the whip, though, for Adam DeBoer, but there's a runner on with no outs. Ryan Bachman to the plate. He walked in his last plate appearance. We'll see what he can do here. He walked, came around to score on the Seth Nelson home run. Watch his ball one go upstairs. Seth Nelson, the man who is scorching hot at the plate. He stands on deck with a chance to potentially break this game open again. 1-0 count to Ryan Bachman. Vorwald with a nice lead over there as Bachman takes that one on the outside for a strike. The difference is obvious already, to me at least, up here and to almost everyone in this press box, the difference between strike zones in this game from Henwood in game 1, now back to McNary. Here's a 1-1 count to Ryan Bachman. Upstairs at the eyes, takes that one for a ball. Count goes 2-1. Bachman walked in his first plate appearance. We'll see if he does it again. He was pretty good in game 1, too. He had a walk, and he was 2 for 3. 2-1 to Ryan Bachman. Outside, gets away in the dirt, goes all the way into the Sasquatch dugout. Trey Vorwald advanced to second. Field umpire Josh Henwood tells him to stay there, but a wild pitch as that breaking ball. It started in a good spot, but man, did that one just go all the way to the other side of the left-hand batter's box, hit the dirt, and absolutely no chance for Marcos Cabranes, but a 3-1 to Ryan Bachman. Vorwald stands at second. He'd be the go-ahead run here with no outs. Bachman watches that one low and away. The fastball catches his own. Count runs full to the Sasquatch second baseman. It's Seth Nelson and DJ Van Atten due up next. They have 2 of the 3 hits. Let's see if the Sasquatch can get this going and see if they can get them up to the plate with chances to drive in runs. 3-2 to Brian Bachman. He fouls it off on the first base line out of here. He'll see another one. And exactly what Vorwald and Bachman are in the top of the lineup to do. Get on base and let these guys behind him just get hot. Nelson, Van Atten, Reyes, that 3-4-5. Last game was spectacular. This game has already been spectacular. A home run, a single, and a double. 3 for 3 so far in those 3. See if Bachman can make it 2 on and still no outs for that set of 3 batters. 3-2 to Bachman again, up and out. He walks for the second time today. Ryan Bachman stands on first. Trey Vorwald on second base. And now Seth Nelson to the dish. Seth Nelson, this will be a little bit of a heat check right here. With no outs, you can't pitch around him and load the bases with no outs, but how much longer does he torch this team before he gets the Barry Bonds treatment? How much more does he torture them until he gets the Barry Bonds treatment? That's exactly my thought right there, talking to Caleb up here. Now, I'm not talking to myself. I do that a lot, though. Ball one outside in the right-hand batter's box. It's a 1-0 count to Seth Nelson. Chavez over at third base was playing a little bit close to the line and a little bit in. Maybe expecting Nelson to bunt down the third base line to try to advance the runners. But when you got a bat this hot, I don't think that's in question of what to do. 2 runners on, no out. Seth Nelson in a 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. He hits that one high in the air, chopped over to second. The throw to short. 4-6, not 3. They will get him. Whoa! Seth Nelson, a 4-6-3 double play. He looked like he was there by a country mile. The crowd here can't believe it. Nelson can't believe it, but it's a 4-6-3, 2 outs. Trey Vorwald is at third now, but now DJ Van Adam's got to get his second base knock of the night in order to drive him home. He got a single in his first plate appearance back in the first inning. That one low in the dirt. Cabrera scoops it up and keeps his body in front of that one. Vorwald retracts back to third base. A high chopper could have got over the glove of Vital. He did a great job jumping to grab it. Flip the short. Printer makes the throw. It's a 4-6-3 for 2 away, but still a run 90 feet away for DJ Van Atten to drive in. Wants to take a hack at that breaking ball low and away. Cabreras tried to hold it. It's a 2-0 count to DJ Van Atten. On deck, Luis Reyes. He doubled in this one. We'll have to see if the Sasquatch can drive home Vorwald and take advantage of 2 leadoff base runners. High in the air to shallow right field. Coming in is Madsen towards the line. He'll settle under it. He makes a stop, and he makes the catch. 2 leadoff base runners, but a 4-6-3 double play and then a weak fly ball in the right field. No runs come across after 3. This game is knotted at 2.
We're all going somewhere. Going higher, faster, farther. Going in new directions, to new places. At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. We're dedicated to advanced orthopedic care with the latest innovations, technology, expertise, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner. Learn more at monument.health/orthopedics.
Zach Vito leads off here against Kyler Miratello after the Sasquatch failed to capitalize on 2 base runners on first and second with no outs in the bottom half of the third inning. This game's knotted at 2 as we speak. Vito up to the plate now to face Miratello. Watches ball 1 and go outside in a 1-0 count. He lines that one up the middle. Vorwald takes 3 steps in. He makes the catch. Not even 3 steps, I misspoke, maybe 2, but he makes the catch on a line. It's a line out to center field, quickly 1 away, 2 pitches in to this 4th inning. Kyler Miratello hasn't looked phased since that 2 RBI double. Since then, it's been 5 up, 5 down. We'll see what he can do here against Nick Jones, a man who flew out the center field in the gap that Trey Vorwald made a phenomenal catch on in the second. That one upstairs and just a bit outside for Miratello. Bounces all the way off the backstop back to him at the mound. It's a 1-0 count. Kyler Miratello has been pretty solid on the year for the Sasquatch. In his 1 start, he was pretty good in Pierre, South Dakota against the Oahe Zap. We'll see what he can do here against Hastings. 2 runs for the first 3 innings after that moonshot double, but could have been worse as that one we all thought up here in the press box was absolutely gone. That one low and inside doesn't get the call. Count goes 2-0. Oh, the close one in a good spot on the heater for Miratello, but nonetheless, home plate umpire Kelly McNeary calls it ball 2. 2-0 count for Miratello. Swung on high in the air in the infield. Reyes makes a beeline for the mound. He calls off Miratello. Luis Reyes settles under it. There's 2 away. Luis Reyes makes another great play, calling off Miratello, who was veering to his backside to make the catch. And now it brings up Anthony Chavez with 2 away. But the last time that he had 2 away, he singled. And then that was the beginning of the rally with 2 away in the second that tied this ball game up. 2 away, Anthony Chavez is a single and a run scored. We will see what he can do here with 2 away again, see if he can get another rally started for this 7, 8, 9 part of the lineup. Big swing and a miss in the outer half. Miratello blows that one right by him, and Kyler Miratello locating his fastball so well early on in this one. It's an 0-1 count to Anthony Chavez. This 7-8-9 is 2 for 2 with a walk with 2 RBIs. This is the part of the lineup that's already gotten to Miratello once. We'll see what he can do here if he can retire Chavez and go 1, 2, 3, and then potentially he'll see them next inning again. That one upstairs the chin just missed the zone a little bit. It veered a little bit up on Miratello. It's a 1-1 count. The Sasquatch trying to get some offense going again. They had a chance last inning to give Miratello another cushion. They could not do it, but when they're up is Reyes leg Bledgy. Part of the lineup's been pretty solid. Reyes doubled in his last plate appearance. He leads off next after Miratello gets out of this one. If that one's skied to center field, Vorwald on a leg. He's going to go to the wall. Can't make the grab. It's going to be a 2-out double for Anthony Chavez. Once again, he hits another 2-out base hit, and Kyler Miratello has to face the part of the order once again with 2 away. That last time with 2 away, got those 2 runs across the board. Beer batter Josh Briner comes up to the plate. He walked and came around to score on the double by Cale Jensen, who now takes the on-deck circle. Kyler Miratello trying to face what's been his kryptonite so far. Other than these 3 guys, he has been pretty dang solid. But now, after 2 away, that 2-out double, he's got to face Briner and maybe Cale Jensen. Briner's going to call time at the plate. He steps out to take a practice rip. He steps back into the right-hand box. That back foot veering with the chalk. Toying with being an illegal batting stance, but he is toying with being out of the box. Right now, that back foot on chalk. Hits one high in the air into foul territory back by the bleachers here at Black Hills Energy Stadium. Count goes 0-1 to Josh Printer.
The concession standing hit a Squatch Buck, brought to you by State Farm agent Jody Garcia.
Printer had that walk earlier in this one, but was not good earlier in this game. He was 1 for 3 in game 1, which is pretty solid, but then 2 for 5. So he's been decent. But a big spot here with the leading run on second base. Bachman backs off the runner. Here's the pitch. That one's hit weakly up the middle. Reyes on a move. He makes the play cross diamond. Throw in the dirt. Nelson scoops. He got him. Luis Reyes to Seth Nelson. It is basically automatic. The throw was low. It did not matter whatsoever. Another 2-out base hit for the Sodbusters, but they get nothing out of that. Reyes, leg, and Bledgy trying to get the lead back in the bottom half of the 4th. Luis Reyes set the lead off here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. In the top half of the 4th, it was 2 quick outs via line drive to center field and a fly out to Luis Reyes in the infield, but then that 2-out double gave us a little bit of a scare. It was the 3rd 2-out base hit and the 2nd 2-out base hit by Anthony Chavez, but Luis Reyes on the run with the ball up the middle made a phenomenal defensive play. He leads off here. He doubled back in the 1st inning. Watches the first slider go low and away, find the zone. He gets a lot of those. Got a lot of them this series. He leaves that one for strike 1. It's an 0-1 count to Luis Reyes. Reyes hits that one sharply over to short. Printer tries to make the play. He corrals it. Throw across time and in time. 2 pitches, 1 away. Luis Reyes grounds out to short on a hard hit ball. Joey Legg up to the plate now. He lined out into that 4-6 double play to end the first inning. It caught Luis Reyes off guard at second. It was an absolute rocket to second base, but just got robbed, and he fouls off the first pitch down the third base line and foul all the way to the bullpen of Hastings. I'd like to see the exit velocity in his line drive because he absolutely killed that thing, but it was right to the glove of Vital at second. And he watches that one go in the zone for strike 2, quickly behind 0-2. 4 pitches in, 1 out in an 0-2 count to Joey Legg. Parker Bledgy standing on deck. We'll see what Legg can do here. Watches that one low at the feet, miss for ball 1. The heater at the ankles. Cabrera's tried to pull that one back up, but no benefit of doubt on the call from home plate umpire Kelly McNeary. Checks his swing on that one. They will offer. He did not go. Count goes 2-2. Parker Bledgy standing on deck. So Legg and Bledgy, while being over 2, have 2 well-hit balls. They've just found a glove exactly. We'll see what Legg can do here. Wave and a miss at that one in the dirt. Cabrera's tags him. There's 2 away. Parker Bledgy comes up to the plate now. He lined out to third base, and Anthony Chavez in his first plate appearance. We'll see what he can do here. He was part of the 1-2-3, bottom half of the second inning.
Now batting for the Sasquatch, number 5, Parker Bledgy.
This 2-2 game has kind of turned into a back-and-forth pitcher's duel so far. DeBoer and Miratello just settling in nicely. Now Bledgy had the chance with 2 outs to start a rally, just like this Hastings team did in the top half of the second inning. He takes ball 1 upstairs. It's a 1-0 count to the Sasquatch third baseman. He can get that one foul off the edge of the bat. Just got a piece of it under it. Fouls it behind the backstop here at Black Hills Energy Stadium. Even the count up at 1-1. Daniel Thiessen behind him. He's over 1 as well. Fly out the center field. And Keegan Weston in the hole if the Sasquatch get to it at 7-8-9 right now with 2 away. Breaking ball just misses the zone. Count goes 2-1. That was a pretty pitch right there. Can't believe that one missed at all. I don't even know where it missed, if it missed. Maybe a little bit low. Nonetheless, it's a 2-1. Foul tips that one into the glove of Marcos Cabrera's on the outside pitch. Count goes 2-2 with 2 away. 2s are wild. The Parker Bledgy trying to get a 2-out rally going and avoid going 1-2-3 for the second time in the last 3 innings. Here's the 2-2 pitch from DeBoer. Swing and a wave at that one. Since giving up those 2 runs in the first, it's been 10 up and 9 down for Adam DeBoer. He has settled in beautifully. We go to the 5th. This game still knotted at 2. Miratello and DeBoer going at it in a pitcher's duel here at Black Hills Energy Stadium. Kyler Miratello back out of the bump here to begin the top of the 5th inning. After the first 2 innings, where we saw 2 runs to the bottom half of the first, 2 runs on the top half of the second to tie it up, it has been an absolute pitcher's duel between Miratello and DeBoer. Miratello back out to face the Hastings lineup. It's going to be Cale Jensen, who had that RBI double in the deep right field in his first plate appearance. He leads off here in the 5th. Top of the order going to roll over after. We'll see what Jensen can do now with the bases cleared as the leadoff batter. First pitch outside for ball, or first pitch inside, for ball 1. Cale Jensen, Ty Matson, and Landon Gaz up to the plate. The 9-1-2 hitters for this Hastings team. 1-0 count now to the leadoff hitter, Cale Jensen. That one low and in the feet again. Count goes 2-0. Miratello looking like he's pitching a little bit cautious right now to Jensen, who last time he was up almost took him yard and got a 3-run blast. Ended up staying in just by, seemed like the skin of his teeth. And it was a 2 RBI double. 2-0 count now. Let's see what he does here. See if he pitches around still. That one way up and away. No one getting loose in the bullpen yet. Jack Sutton is throwing, looks like a little bit lightly on the side, just getting his arm loose. He may be the arm this Sasquatch team goes to. We'll have to see. 3-0 count. Got to fight back from the depths of a 3-0. Here's Kyler Miratello. Ball 4 in the dirt. 4-pitch walk to start off the 5th inning. And the leadoff base runner for the first time today for Hastings. Every single base runner this team has had so far has been with 2 away, and now with the 4-pitch leadoff walk, and head coach Jarrett Hunt wants a word. Dylan Ritchie goes over to the bullpen to talk, and it's Jack Sutton getting warm. We'll have to see how long the leash is on the young Kyler Miratello. In his 5th inning of work, when he was in Pierre, he only went 4, so we'll have to see how much longer head coach Jarrett Hunt leaves him in.
When you rent with Northview Storage, you'll have 24/7 access to all of your belongings. And with a state-of-the-art facility at your fingertips, look no further for your storage needs. Call 605-639-9798 to reserve yours today at Northview Storage.
Quick mound with the head coach Jarrett Hunt. Kyler Miratello just is already ready to get going. Seth Nelson giving him a few words. He trots back to first. Brings up the top of the order. Ty Matson had put the ball in the air twice, once to second and once to center. We will see what he does here with the runner on first. Has not got a plate appearance since the 2nd inning. Miratello's been making pretty quick. Since then, it's been 7 up, 6 down. Strike 1 to Matson after the mound visit. They check the runner at first. A tag from Nelson, just a nod in time. Miratello, a great move. Almost got him at first. Cale Jensen with a little bit of a lead at first base. A little too much for Miratello's liking. 0-1 count. Miratello trying to get maybe a ground ball or a big first out. Tried to lay down on the first base line. Nelson in foul territory. Couldn't make the catch. Looked like he had a chance at that one, but he was not expecting that one at all to come at him. It was a delayed reaction from Seth Nelson. 0-2 count now. Bunt out of the picture now if you're Ty Matson right here. Let's see what happens. Weston sets up on a little bit of the outside of the plate. Here's the pitcher, Miratello. Outer third, froze him again. The 3rd strikeout, and all 3 of them have been backwards Ks for Kyler Miratello, 1 away after the leadoff walk. Settled in nicely after the leadoff walk. Jarrett Hunt had a word with them. Whatever was said out there must have worked for at least that bat, because it was a 3-pitch backwards K, 1 away. Landon Gaz up to the plate now. He's 0 for 2 on his night. Gaz and Frank now, the 2-3s, as that one on the outside of the zone is called for a strike. It's an 0-1 to the first baseman. The 2-3 in the lineup, Landon Gaz and engaged Frank on deck. Frank did have a 2-out single on Miratello back in the beginning of the game, but that was all they wrote in that inning, as the next hitter, Marcos Cabranes, just grounded out to short. Here's the 0-1 from Miratello. That one way outside left-hand batter's box. Weston slides over, snags it out of midair. And it's 1-1. Runner at first. The lead is pretty conservative from Cale Jensen, but Miratello doesn't like the way that he's moving over there. But it's a 1-1. Got to focus on the guy at the plate, Landon Gaz. Runner takes off a hit and run, a failed hit and run, as Nelson gets that one in foul territory. He's going to settle under it at the fence, make the catch. It was a little bit scary, but he made the catch right there. 2 away after Landon Gaz flies out into foul territory on the first base line. It was a hit and run that did not necessarily succeed, because Jensen's got to retract back to first, and there's 2 away after that one's a weak fly out. Sends the mound to Miratello, located well. Now Gage Frank up the plate. 1 for 2 on him. We will see what happens here. He has put the ball in the air both times. A line drive single into the outfield and a fly out to Luis Reyes at short. Takes a swing at that one off the edge of the bat towards the backstop here at Black Hills Area Stadium. Goes off the stop, back into play. It's 0-1 early for Miratello. Frank flew out to the infield on a weak pop-up that Luis Reyes charged in and took away from Kyler Miratello behind the mound. Now with an 0-1, we will have to see if Kyler Miratello can get out of this after the leadoff walk. 0-1, here's the pitch to Frank down in the dirt. Weston keeps in front of him. Runner thought about going, but ultimately tracks back as that ball bounced in front of Weston into the grass. Would have been a pretty short throw for Keegan Weston. Might have been gunned if he tried to test the arm.
And hopefully it won't be too long. Middle of this inning, run the bases with Sampson. We'll get up and stretch.
1-1 count. Kyler Miratello versus Gage Frank. Frank stepping out, taking a little bit of a breather. Now steps back in. It's a 1-1 count to Miratello. Now has gone quick 2 away after the leadoff walk. We'll see if he can just do easy with this and get through his 5th inning of work. Runner thought about taking off. Miratello steps off, just fakes a throw. And now he'll go back. Think he got the wrong kind of sign because he's motioning over to the third base coach for Hastings. Nonetheless, 1-1, we'll do it again. 1-1 count, here's the pitch from Miratello. That one low and away, call for a ball, it's 2-1. Trenton thought about going, he went, and then one stride in just hit the absolute brakes. I'm not sure what sign he got, maybe he misunderstood it. But nonetheless, it's 2-1. He still remains on first. Miratello trying to get out of this from Gage Frank. Flies the one into the right center gap. Going over to Van Atten and Vorwald. This one over to Van Atten. On a knee, makes the catch. A leadoff walk does not matter. 1, 2, 3 after the mound visit from Kyler Miratello through 5. We go to the bottom half of the 5th inning. This will be acting as the 7th inning. So 7th inning stretch. Kids run the bases. We get up and stretch here in the middle of the 5th inning.
We're all going somewhere. Going higher, faster, farther, going in new directions, to new places. At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. We're dedicated to advanced orthopedic care with the latest innovations, technology, expertise, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner. Learn more at monument.health/orthopedics.
Squatch due up here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. It has been an absolute pitcher's duel between Adam DeBoer and Kyler Miratello up to this point. DeBoer out for his 5th inning of work. He faces Daniel Thiessen and delivers the first pitch on a breaking ball inside for ball 1. Thiessen flew out to center field in his first plate appearance as part of the 1-2-3 inning. In the second, he leads off here. That one outside and low. That fastball finds the zone. It's 1-1. It's Thiessen, Weston in the top of the order with Trey Vorwald, who's 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch, was stranded at third back in the 3rd inning. Thiessen takes that one at the eyes. It's a 2-1 count. There is bodies moving around in the Hastings bullpen, but no one throwing yet, just people doing some band work. Although Jack Sutton was up and throwing for the Sasquatch, might see if Kyler Miratello's night is done after 5. That one finds the zone low and away the fastball, and at the 2-2 count to Daniel Thiessen. Keegan Weston waits on deck, and Trey Vorwald, top of the order, will roll over if the Sasquatch can get on going. Thiessen checks his swing on that one, up and away. It's full count, 3-2. Payoff pitch to the leadoff hitter, Daniel Thiessen. It was 2 straight strikeouts at the end of the 4th. Let's see if Thiessen can end that trend and get on base. Gonna ground that one over to third. Chavez had a little bit of trouble with it, but gets it ultimately. Near diamond throw, gets it across in time. It was a lofty throw, not a bullet like we're used to seeing from Anthony Chavez, but Daniel Thiessen is retired on a ground ball down the line at third.
Now batting for the Sasquatch, it's number 26, Keegan Weston.
Keegan Weston up to the dish now. He flew out in the foul territory down the first base line to landing gas in his first plate appearance. We'll see what he can do here with 1 away. Outside and away, the fastball just missed. It's a 1-0 count. Trey Vorwald on deck. Ryan Bachman set the roll over in the hole if the Sasquatch can get on going here. Try to get some runs across for Kyler Miratello, who right now is pitching pretty darn good through 5. 1-1 count as Weston waves at that one. The Boar working really quick here as that one's lined into right field. It's going to be a single for Keegan Weston with 1 away. The Sasquatch catcher's on board, and now a base runner with 1 out for the top of the order to try to get going. Keegan Weston went opposite, got a line drive to right field, and he's on base with a single. Trey Vorwald up to the plate now. He is 0 for 1, but he did reach getting hit by a pitch back in the third. We will see what happens with the 2-strike count that struck him in the left leg. We'll see what Vorwald can do here. Big wave and a miss at that fastball upstairs on the outside. It's an 0-1 count with 1 away. Ryan Bachman on deck, Seth Nelson in the hole. This 2-3-4 after Vorwald to get this team going and get some offense going. They have the 2 runs via the Seth Nelson home run. That one outside called for a strike at an 0-2 count to Trey Vorwald. Keegan Weston got that 1-out single. We have to see if the Sasquatch can capitalize on the 9-hole hitter and catcher getting on base. 1 away. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Vorwald. That one low and away. He put a bat on it. Probably would have been called strike 3 if he didn't. Nice defensive swing. Gets a piece of it. Fouls it off into the backstop. Stays alive. 0-2 count remains. Adam DeBoer is working pretty nicely. That single to Weston. It's the only real damage he's had done in a while. That one up at the eyes. Misses. It's a 1-2. Had a little bit of trouble 2 innings ago in the third, but since that first inning where he gave up 2, he's had 2 1-2-3s already. We'll see what he does here with the 1-2 to Vorwald. That one's hit high in the air down the right field line. Giving chase is Matson. Over to foul territory. Can't make the catch. He runs out of room right there. That one was on the dirt. He barely made it over into foul territory. Trey Vorwald lives to see another pitch. Trey Vorwald now the 1-2 count. And a chance right here. This would be big if the Sasquatch could get some base runners going for 2-3-4. Bachman, Nelson, Van Atten. That's just waiting and probably itching to get up there with runners in scoring position to break this game open at the 2 deadlock tie that it remains. 1-2 to Vorwald, the runner on first. Here is the pitch. DeBoer taking his time on this one. Here it is. Bringing the ball forward down the right field line again. Same spot. Matson's not even going to make a break for that one. It's just foul over into the batting cages here at Spearfish, South Dakota. 1-2 remains. Trey Vorwald putting up a fight right now, refusing to go down on the 1-2. The third straight 1-2 pitch that Trey Vorwald will see. Here it is. Outside, froze him. He was leaning across. He cannot believe it. No way. That one on the outside chalk. That is just, I can't even say that on stream. I'm going to refrain from using that word. Cabrenas, that's in the left-hand batter's box. There is no way he just struck out on that pitch. My goodness. Bailed for the second out, but there's 2 away. Ryan Bachman to the dish. He's going to ground that one off himself into the infield. It's going to be an 0-1. I'm sorry. I've seen wide strike zones, and then I've seen whatever monstrosity I just saw in the Trey Vorwald at bat. My goodness. Kelly McNary was really good in game 1. He's been pretty solid today. It's a little bit wide, but there's a difference in wide and absolutely absurd. And 0-1 to Bachman. That one outside in the dirt. Gets by Cabrenas. Weston going to take his base. That was the same spot, but a little bit lower than that strikeout to Trey Vorwald. Keegan Weston advances in a wild pitch. He's in scoring position now for Ryan Bachman, who's got 2 walks in the night. Seth Nelson right behind him on deck. If he can get up, he is hot, even though he just grounded into a 4.63 his last time. It's the only time he's been retired today. We'll see if Bachman can get it to roll over. That one in the dirt again in the left-hand batter's box. Cabrenas slides over, corrals that one. It's 2-1. 2-1 to Bachman after the first pitch found the zone. He has an RBI chance. Keegan Weston standing in scoring position. He represents the go-ahead run here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Bachman, a big wave at that one. They throw down to second, try to get Weston. The throw was off the mark. It was a perfect throw just to the wrong side of the bag. If that is on the right side of Zach Vitale, Weston is gunned, but nonetheless 2-2. Weston remains at second. What a throw for Marcos Cabrenas behind the dish. Caught Weston slacking. Almost got him, but a 2-2 with 2 away. Runner on second for Ryan Bachman, the 2-spot hitter. Steps off. DeBoer wants to rethink this one. Reset, steps off. Here we go. Bachman taking a minute here. Setting up. Here we go. 2-2 away. Runner on second to the 2-hole hitter Ryan Bachman in his 3rd plate appearance today. Looking for his first base knock. He's walked twice. Checking the runner at second. No one's holding Weston, but here's the pitch. Tried to go at that one on the slider, blown away. Bachman leaves off on it. Cabrenas slides over, keeps it in front. It's 3-2, 2 away. Full count. Payoff pitch from the board coming right up. Seth Nelson on deck. Not necessarily the guy you want up right now, but we'll have to see if Bachman can get it to roll over. Here's the payoff pitch from DeBoer. Bachman's going to chop the one up the middle. Printer on the run. Tries to corral it. He can't do it. It's going to be an E6. Keeps the inning rolling. A routine ground ball for Josh Printer, and that's the first error of the ball game for either side. Weston advances to 3rd. We'll see if that one comes back to bite him now. It's Seth Nelson to the dish. Could have been the inning ender. In the middle of the infield for this Hastings team has not been the best all series. Cabrenas had a lot of errors. That's the first one we've seen from Printer. But now, here we go. Seth Nelson to the dish. He is 1 for 2 with a home run and 2 RBIs to his night today, looking to continue his excellent day. He's going to chop the one over to short. Coming in from 3rd is Chavez. He's going to try to barehand it. Nelson infield single RBI. Seth Nelson. If you're hot, I guess, because I don't know how, but he's on first with an infield single, and the Squatch lead 3-2. Seth Nelson on first base. Ryan Bachman advances to second base. That error just cost a run. It's the go-ahead run right now in the bottom half of the 5th. DJ Van Atten to the plate now with a runner in scoring position, still 2 away. Outside, the breaking ball caught the zone in that outer part of the zone. It seems like the zone has shifted almost 4 full baseballs over to the outside. It's 0-1 to DJ Van Atten. He is 1 for 2 with a single and a fly out to right field. Let's see what he can do here with runners in scoring position. They back off Bachman at second base. Here's the pitch. He hit that high in the air to left field. Don't even think about it. This ball is never coming back. Number 9 for DJ Van Atten. My goodness. That ball is probably in 2 pieces right now. DJ Van Atten, a 3-run shot. It is 6-2 Sasquatch lead. The error by Josh Printer, we thought it might not affect play here, but it definitely has. DJ Van Atten, my goodness, number 9 on the year. He's tied the Sasquatch single season record. My goodness. DJ Van Atten, this game is now 6-2. It looked like it was a pitcher's duel. He left one over the plate, and DJ Van Atten just split a baseball in 2 that might have gone 500 feet to left field. Holy cow. When you're hot, you're hot. DJ Van Atten hasn't necessarily been hot all series, but all year, aside from the first 6 or so games, he definitely has been a little bit more than that. Luis Reyes with the bases empty now. My God. Luis Reyes, 1 for 2 with a double. We'll see what he can do here. Hits that one high in the air to right field. Giving chase towards the corners. Matson on the run at the track. This one's off the wall. Luis Reyes has another extra base hit, and the Sasquatch offense continues to roll. My God. Luis Reyes with 2 big doubles. He's been phenomenal defensively. He follows up the DJ Van Ann home run with a double. He stands on second, an RBI chance for Joey Legg to get his first Sasquatch hit and first Sasquatch RBIs here and expand the 6-2 lead. Yup, we're going to get a mound visit, and I'd say this is probably the night for Adam DeBoer after the way the Sasquatch have absolutely manhandled him in this inning. He had an easy out to the inning with a ground ball to Printer, but Printer could not corral it, and it's not the night for DeBoer. They're going to try to get him to finish this inning as an arm's not ready in the bullpen, arm getting loose. DeBoer now the runner on second. Tanner Johnson getting loose in the bullpen right now for the Sodbusters. And I can't blame him for 4 runs already. Joey Legg a chance to make it more. DeBoer trying to get out of it after the mound visit. Here's the pitch to Joey Legg. Outside, caught the zone on a fastball. Strike 1 to Legg. He's 0 for 2 with a line drive double play and a K in the 4th inning. We'll see if he can get his first hit of the ball game off the left side. He's going to chop that one over into left field. It's going to get by the glove. They're going to send Reyes around. The relay throw is not going to even happen. It's an RBI single for Joey Legg. His first base knock, his first RBI, and the Sasquatch lead by 5. Luis Reyes got a double after the home run. He scores on that one. Joey Legg, welcome to Spearfish, an RBI single to add to his night. 5 runs in the inning. They lead by 5. Holy cow, this team, Parker Bledge up to the plate now, and Daniel Thiessen, the man who started this inning, he stands on deck. Low and away, that one did miss. It's ball 1 to the Sasquatch third baseman. When you're hot, and this team they're hot. It's safe to say the Squatch offense and the Squatch defense, the Squatch pitching, it's been pretty hot right now. 1-0 to Parker Bledge. He is the 9th batter of the inning. He fouls off the 1-0, count goes 1-1. Absolutely absurd what we have seen here. We came into this inning talking about a pitcher's duel between Adam DeBoer and Kyler Miratello. Well, it's no longer a pitcher's duel. It's 7-2. That's all I can say about that one. But Parker Bledge with a 1-1. Way outside on the breaking ball. Cabrera slides over in the left-hand batter's box, keeps it in front of him. It's a 2-1. DeBoer's had a pretty tough inning in this one, and he's already close to getting around with Daniel Thiessen, the man who ground out the third to start it for the first out. He stands on deck at the 3-1 count to Bledge. 0 for 2 with a line drive out to third in the second inning. Was robbed of a base hit down the third base line and struck out. He was 2 for 3 in game 1, looking for possibly his 3rd hit or at least 3rd time reaching base today. 3-1 to Bledge. Here's the pitch from DeBoer. That one in the dirt. It's going to be a 5-pitch walk to Parker Bledge. You had to do a little bit of mental math right there and see. And is that going to be it? Another visit, the motion. That is it on DeBoer's night. Was phenomenal through 4, but the 5th inning has not been his friend. Sodbusters go to the bullpen. 5 runs to come across. It's a 5-run lead for the Squatch, 7-2. And we're back. The bullpen in full force for the Hastings Sodbusters in this one. 4 2/3 done for Adam DeBoer's night. And they go to the pen. It's Tanner Johnson to face the leadoff hitter of the inning. It was Daniel Thiessen, takes strike one, low and away. 5 runs is the difference right now, and all 5 of those runs have came in this inning right here. It has been an absolute monstrosity for this Sasquatch team. We'll see if Daniel Thiessen can keep the train rolling. Fouls off that one on the inside. Count goes 0-2. Keegan Weston on deck. He singled and came around to score the first run of the inning. He is the game-winning run right now from his 1-out single and this one in the right field. Daniel Thiessen with an 0-2 count. That one all the way almost outside the left-hand batter's box. It's 1-2. This Sasquatch team has hit around. Daniel Thiessen led off the inning. It was a hard ground out over to third, and now he gets another try, this time to a new arm in Tanner Johnson. That one low and away, and it's called for a ball. 2-2 with 2 away. The bases with 2 runners on. Trying to add potentially 2 more runs to the board if he can clear the bases first and second. Leg on second, Bledgy on first. Here's the 2-2 to Thiessen. Way upstairs, and 0-2 turns into a 3-2 with 2 away. Runners will get a head start. If Daniel Thiessen can put this one in the gap, he could have 2 RBIs onto his night for his first hit. Full count, 2 away. Here's the pitch that Thiessen runners take off. Way away, 0-2, 4 straight balls. Daniel Thiessen walks. The inning reaches its 10th batter, if I'm doing that math correctly. 11th batter. My God. The 11th batter of the inning. Keegan Weston back up to the dish. He singled with 1 out, started the rally, came around to score, had his catcher's gear on, ready to go. He takes it off. He steps back into the box with the bases juice. Keegan Weston, 2 away with a chance to make the lead more. First pitch finds a zone from Johnson. It's going to be strike 1. Tanner Johnson in 13 appearances this year, 17 1/3 innings, 22 strikeouts, 13 walks. Now 14 after walking Thiessen. Weston a big swing at that one. It's an 0-2 count quickly to the Sasquatch catcher. The 6'3", $170 freshman from Iowa Western Community College has some of the most bullpen appearances for this Hastings team. They turned him in a big spot here. 1-2 as that one misses upstairs. Don't want to let this game get out of hand anymore. It's a 7-inning game, so already we're going to the last 2 innings of play after this inning concludes. Sasquatch put themselves in a great position to try to close this one out. That one in the left-hand batter's box, breaking ball, Weston leaves it off, It's a 2-2. 2-2 with 2 away to Keegan Weston after being on 0-2. 2 pitches have missed the zone low. And there's number 3, the second straight 0-2 count to go full. Will it be the second straight 0-2 count to be a walk? We will have to see. 3-2 to Weston, bases are juiced. Here's the pitch. Outside, they say it got the zone. That is a helpful call if I've ever seen one. Weston tried to walk in a run, but they freeze him with the bases juiced. Keegan Weston goes 1 for 2 in this inning. 5 runs come across. It's a 7-2 lead. The Squatch are indeed hot. Kyler Miratello back out here in the 6th inning. Pitching pretty solid so far, going for his 6th inning of work. He's given up 2 runs up to this point. We shall see what he does right here to the lead-off hitter. It's going to be Marcos Cabranes, 0 for 2 on his night. It's ground out to the left side of the infield and flown out to right field to DJ Van Aden to end the 3rd inning. He now comes up for his first plate appearance since the 3rd to lead off the 6th. Hits that one high in the air to center field. Making a beeline for the track is Vorwald. Looking over the shoulder. That's going to be a leadoff double for Marcos Cabranes. And Miratello, 1 pitch into the base runner. Jack Sutton is getting loose again in the bullpen. He's probably ready to go very soon if Miratello can't get out of this one. We'll see what he can do here. Leadoff double from Cabranes. Just the 5th hit of the ball game for the Sodbusters offense. Excuse my distraction right there on fireworks going on in left field. Zach Vitale comes to the plate. He checks his swing on that one. It goes off the end of the bat. It's strike 1. Kyler Miratello trying to work quickly. He's got Vitale, Jones, and Chavez up to the plate. Only 2 hits in those 3 coming both from Anthony Chavez. He got a single and a double. Miratello sets at the waist. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one finds his own, gets up 0-2 after letting up the first pitch double to Marcos Cabranes. See if he can get a big first out on Zach Vitale. Here's the 0-2 to the Hastings second baseman. Bachman backs off the runner. That one chopped over to Reyes. Runner stays at second. Reyes charges in. Throw cross diamond. He gets him at first. Runner stays at second. Luis Reyes again dependable on defense at short. He has been sensational today on both sides of the ball.
Now batting for the Sodbusters, designated hitter, Nick Jones.
Nick Jones comes up to the plate. 0 for 2 has put the ball in the air both times. Once to center and once to short to Luis Reyes. We'll see what he does here with the runner in scoring position. If you're just joining us, a 5-run bottom of the 5th inning. The Sasquatch looked like they were done with that ground ball over to short, but an error by Josh Printer. This inning extended, and that ended up costing him a lot. That one flown high in the air down the left field line. Giving chase is Bledgy towards the bullpen. Just ran out of the room by maybe 2 feet. 0-1 count. Kyler Miratello gets up again, almost got a weak fly out to Parker Bledgy, but ran out of room down in foul territory. That error we thought we said, hey, it might come costly. Let's see what Seth Nelson does. Boom, drives in a run. Boom, DJ Van Aden home run. It was just absurd. And then Joey Legg got an RBI as well. 5 runs came across due to an error not ending the inning. That one misses outside. Miratello on a 1-1, trying to fight back after that leadoff double. He got the ground out to Luis Reyes that kept the runner at second. Now in a 1-1 count versus Nick Jones. One count to Nick Jones. Here's the pitch. That one upstairs. Weston pops up. It's a 2-1. Miratello trying to recover. That was a moonshot of a double in the center field. Vorwald had to make a beeline for the track. Immediately was able to get in and limit Cabranes to 2. But now a 2-1 to Jones. Here's the pitch. Low and inside in the dirt. Count goes 3-1. Anthony Chavez standing on deck. Josh Printer, the man who committed the error that prohibited the long bottom of the 5th inning for this Hastings offense. He stands in the hole if Miratello can't retire the side before then. 3-1 count to Nick Jones. Here's the pitch. Now going to be hit sharply up to Miratello. Bachman on the run. He'll make the play. Cross diamond throw. No throw. It's going to be an infield single. Wouldn't have got him anyways. Didn't risk an error. Runners on the corners. Here we go. Runners on the corners now. Brings up the man who has 2 base hits on his game. It's Anthony Chavez at a single and a double, both with 2 outs. Versus Miratello, Dylan Ritchie going over to the bullpen, probably to tell Jack Sutton to get ready if needed, if this gets a little bit too close for comfort. If Miratello can't retire Chavez, I'd have to think Sutton's going to go in to get him out of the jam. Miratello with runners on the corners, a ground ball away. We'll see what he does here. That one misses upstairs and away. Bledgy playing a little bit in at third, potentially trying to hold Cabranes over there at third and not let him score. He backs up now with the 1-0. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch from Kyler Miratello. Runners in the corners. A ground ball away from getting out of this, but a little scary situation here to the hottest hitter in the Hastings lineup so far in this game. Upstairs to the chin. That one misses. It's a 2-0. Sutton looks like he's getting ready to come in. I'd have to assume if this runner reaches base, that's going to be it for Kyler Miratello. He's pitched 5 1/3 up to this point. He's been pretty good, but a little bit of a jam. We're going to see how the youngster handles this one with a 2-0 count, runners on the corners. That one fouled off, a crucial first strike in that count. It's a 2-1 count, Kyler Miratello, going to be in his freshman year at Hawaii. This is a big inning right here after that 5 runs came across the bottom of the 5th. If you can put up a 0 or even just maybe a 1, it's probably a lot of momentum going into the bottom half of the 6th where you need some more insurance runs to put this one away. That one in the dirt. Count goes 3-1. Could this be Miratello's last pitch? We'll have to see. Jarrett Hunt is up, motioning over to Anthony Peterson by the bullpen. Have to assume Sutton's ready. He's been up and throwing for a while now. Have to see what Miratello does, and if he can't retire this runner or this batter, what the move is by head coach Jarrett Hunt. 3-1 for Miratello. Here's the pitch on Scott high in the air to center field. Vorwald's going to make the catch. It should be deep enough to score a run, and it will be. It's 2 outs in the inning. It's 7-3, a sac fly RBI from Anthony Chavez. He has been pretty good today. He still remains at 2-2, or 2 for 2 with a single double, and now that sac fly that scores Cabranes.
Hey, here he is for the Sodbusters. This is our beer batter, shortstop, Josh Brenner.
Miratello now trying to get that big third out of the inning. He faces Josh Brenner, the man who made the error that prohibited the 5 runs that came across the score. Would have been an inning ending 6-3, but he could not corral it, allowed Bachman to reach, and then the rest is history. Seth Nelson, RBI single, DJ Van Atten, moonshot, and then Luis Reyes kept it going after the bases cleared. 2-0 count to the beer batter here in Spearfish, South Dakota. He's the 5th hitter of the inning. 1 run has come across the board due to the sac fly from Anthony Chavez that scored Marcos Cabranes after his leadoff double in the first pitch of the inning. Sasquatch trying to get to the bottom half of the 6th and add some insurance runs to try to close out this doubleheader sweep. Here we go. That one's low for a strike, 2-1. 2-1 to Josh Brenner. Cale Jensen standing on deck. He's had himself a day in a series of the plate. He's looking to get up with a chance to put a big indent into the lead. Kyler Miratello now even the count at 2-2 with 2 away after that one is fouled off. Probably the last out of Kyler Miratello's night if he can get through this one. In the 7th inning, looks like it'll be turned over to Jack Sutton most likely. Have to see what goes on here. 2-2, 2 away to Josh Brenner, the shortstop here with a runner on first. Miratello set to the waist, trying to get this final out here in the 6th inning. That one way upstairs. Weston flashes the leather. Count goes full. Full count, 2 away to Josh Brenner, the shortstop. We'll see what Miratello can do here with a man on first. Here is the payoff pitch. Runner takes off. Checks his swing upstairs. They offer into the field. Did he go? He did not. Despite popular belief, Miratello can't believe it. The fans cannot believe it, and I can't believe it. But nonetheless, runner advances to second, and taking his base is Josh Brenner.
Now batting for the Sodbusters in a little bit.
Jarrett Hunt coming to the mound. That should do it for Kyler Miratello. It will. Jack Sutton coming out from the bullpen with 2 away, 2 runners on, and a 4-run lead. Cale Jensen to the dish. We will be right back here on Spearfish Sasquatch Live. bullpen. Sasquatch bullpen in full force here in Spearfish, South Dakota. It's Jack Sutton onto the mound to come in with a jam. 2 runners on. Both Kyler Miratello runners on base right now. Cale Jensen to the plate. The 4-run lead for the Squatch. Tying runs on deck. Let's see what Jack Sutton can do. First pitch waved that up at the letters. A beautiful pitch from Sutton out of the pen. First pitch strike. It's an 0-1. 2 away to get out of this one, and I have to assume Sutton will keep on going almost no matter what in the top half of the 7th. 0-1 to Cale Jensen. He has a 2 RBI double and a walk on his night. As that one's upstairs, Weston pops up and keeps that one up. Sasquatch trying to preserve this win, get into the bottom half of the 6th inning and put some insurance runs. They did so last game. They put up 4 insurance runs. We'll see what they can do here. If they can get to that point with a 4-run lead, I'd like to see them see that offense explode and that get some more runs on the board for whatever pitcher comes out. Sutton hits a man. Jensen takes a pitch right to the back. It's bases juice, the tying run at the plate, and it's Ty Matson, who's 0 for 3, but a big spot. He's put the ball in the air twice. We'll see if he can do it again potentially. If he can put it out far enough, this game could be knotted here at 7 in the top of the 6th inning. Ty Matson up to the dish. Top of the order, Matson, Gaz, and Frank, the 1-2-3 with the bases juice, tying run at the plate. Go ahead run standing on deck. Jack Sutton trying to get out of a jam. First pitch breaking ball finds the zone. It's an 0-1 count. Standing in the bullpen appears to be Gunnar Thompson getting loose. He should be the next guy up. We'll see if Sutton gets out of this one. And if he goes back out, I would have to assume he would, unless it's getting into scary territory with that pitch count. Outside, caught the zone. I like the consistency because, honestly, I don't know if that's a strike, but it's a strike nonetheless if it's Keegan West steps to the plate with the bases loaded. 0-2, 2 away. Jack Sutton now 1 pitch away from getting out of this jam with a 4-run lead intact going in the bottom of the 6th inning. Time at the plate called by Ty Matson. He's going to step back in. Home plate umpire Kelly McNary is going to take a second. He's going to step back behind Keegan Weston in his position. Here we go, 0-2. 2 away, 0-2. Jack Sutton trying to get out of this one unscathed with only 1 run across the board. Here's the pitch. Upstairs waved at it. Jack Sutton comes out of the bullpen and takes care of business. 4-run lead for the Sasquatch intact despite a run coming across the board in the top half of the 6th. Insurance runs, and some insurance runs more needed here in the bottom of the 6th inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Last chance for the Sasquatch to put some more on the board before they try to close it out in the 7th.
Do you know the locals' choice for gaming excitement? It's the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. With new games arriving every month, our selection of slot machines is the freshest in town. You can always find a game with our card tables open 24 hours a day. And parking is free and easy at the Lodge, with the area's largest free parking only steps away from our front door. Enjoy spacious and comfortable gaming at the Lodge at Deadwood, the locals' choice.
Insurance runs can be put up right here. Top of the 7th inning will come up after this. It's Trey Vorwald, the top of the order. Vorwald, Bachman, Nelson trying to put some insurance runs on this 4-run lead that the Sasquatch have here in the bottom half of the 6th inning in game 2 of the doubleheader. Vorwald leads off, Bachman, Nelson to follow. Trey Vorwald looking for his first base hit of the night, takes strike 1. The strike zone has seemingly just got bigger and bigger as this game has gone on. Vorwald looking for his second base hit of the day, first of this game, game 2. That one just a bit outside from Johnson, and the count goes even at 1-1, the leadoff hitter Vorwald. Bachman on deck. He's walked twice and reached via that error by Josh Printer earlier in this one in the fifth inning. Excuse me. Math is hard. And that's what basically started the downfall of the Sodbusters. That one misses outside. It's 2-1 to Trey Vorwald. He was hit by a pitch in the third, was stranded at third base then. Trying to get on here and give the Sasquatch a chance to put some runs on the board. That one up and away. It's 3-1 to Trey Vorwald. He is 0 for 2. Been hit by a pitch once. We'll see what he does here. 3-1 count, trying to get a leadoff base runner and get some more runs on the board. That one in the dirt. Trey Vorwald, 5-pitch walk. Bachman comes to the plate. Now it's Bachman, Nelson, Van Atten. The part of the lineup that has been on fire. Bachman on one hand, last game was spectacular early in the day. He was 2 for 3, single, double, walk. He was great. Today, he has 2 walks and reached an error, so 0 for 1. Looking to get that average up, make it 1 for 2, and advance Vorwald here. We'll see what Bachman can do with no outs. Cabrera's setting up a little bit outside, and Bachman checks his swing. That gets off the edge, goes back to the Sasquatch dugout. Nearly hit DJ Van Atten right there, standing as he's just waiting in the hole. 0-1 count, a 7-3 ball game. The Sasquatch offense was hot last inning. We'll see if they can do it again right here and give a little bit even more of a cushion to whatever pitcher they put out there. Bachman line drive into left field. Coming in on the dive, makes the catch. What a catch by Jensen on one knee. Looked like it could have bounced into his glove if we had a little bit of a closer view. And I think Bachman might think that's the case too, but he's going to go back to the dugout. I'll line out to left field. Seth Nelson to the plate. He's got a homer. He's got a single. He had 5 RBIs in game 1, and boy, oh boy, he has 3 right now in this one. See if he can continue his day. He has been spectacular, making his name known here in Spearfish as a fan favorite. First pitch high in the air to right center field. Going back at the track is Frank. He settles right there. 1 step in from center field. He makes the grab. 2 away. Seth Nelson just missed that one. He goes 2 for 4 in his day. His day most likely done offensively. 2 for 4, a home run and 3 RBIs. He's been spectacular. And here's another man who's been spectacular. DJ Van Atten hit a home run earlier, a 3-run blast that put the Squatch handedly in the lead 6-2. We'll see what he can do here. The runner on and 2 away. First down over to third. Chavez fields it, cross time and throw. It's going to be a little high and it's going to be an error. Trey Vorwald's going to go to third. DJ Van Atten stands at first. And another defensive error on a 2-out ground ball extends the inning for the Sasquatch offense. Chavez had trouble corralling that one, and the throw sailed over the head of Landon Gaz. This inning continues, and it's Luis Reyes now with a chance to add on to his night. He has been spectacular. 2 for 3, 2 doubles, a run scored, and defensively, there's not words that can describe what this man has done today. All season, it's been unreal. 2 away, Luis Reyes with runners to the corners, trying to put some insurance on the board. Takes the first pitch low and away for strike 1. Reyes has been great today. We'll see what he can do. He's got 2 extra base hits. He's been seeing the ball well. And, well, here we go. Luis Reyes with a chance to add an insurance run, currently leading by 4. But the 8th run of the ball game, 90 feet away. That one in the left-hand batter's box. Count goes 1-1 to Luis Reyes. He has been great. And here we go. A chance to add on to his beautiful night. That one in the dirt, pulled it up, and it's going to get called for a strike at the ankles. Tough one right there to lay off on the breaking ball, and that is an interesting one right there from home plate umpire. As that one's at the ankles, Reyes, it's outside too. I don't understand where that one hit the zone. Nonetheless, 1-2 to Reyes. That one in the dirt, bouncing. Van Atten takes off a pump fake. DJ Van Atten's got a stolen bag on his night. He stands in scoring position, chance for 2 RBIs from Reyes in a 2-2 count with 2 away. Reyes has been spectacular today. See if he can do it again. Here's a 2-2 to Luis Reyes. Pokes that one over to short. Printer walking in. He corrals it. Cross time and throw is going to be low, but picked by Gaz. 2 runners are stranded on the base paths at the 4-run lead heading to the top of the 7th.
Health, we keep going so you can keep going. With advanced orthopedic care, technology, innovations, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner.
Coming in out of the bullpen for the Spearfish Sasquatch for the Sasquatch shutdown in the 7th inning from Billings, Montana. Mayville State University, number 10, Gunnar Thompson.
Three outs remain in this one. 4-run lead for the Squatch. Gunnar Thompson takes the bump, trying to close this one out against the 2-3-4 spot in this lineup. Landon Gaz, Gage Frank, Marcos Cabranes. First pitch is going to be low for a ball to leadoff hitter Landon Gaz. Thompson's been pretty good all year for this Sasquatch team from Billings, Montana. Gunnar Thompson has a 6.23 ERA and 8 2/3 innings. That one going to be skied foul to 1-1 count from the Mayville State product. And really, he's been better than that, I would like to say. It's really that one start he had in Fremont in a hitter's ballpark where he did not have a fun night against the Moo. Other than that, out of the bullpen, he's been great, and he's out of the bullpen tonight with a 1-1 against Landon Gaz. That pitch checks his swing on a breaking ball that he almost bit out in the dirt. It's a 2-1 count. 4-run lead for the Sasquatch, trying to close out. 3 wins straight against Hastings, 3 in a row in general, and a double-header sweep today on a beautiful Saturday. 2-1 from Thompson. That one low and away. Count goes 3-1. Gaz 0 for 3 on his night with a strikeout. We'll see what he can do here. Gage Frank due up next. He's 1 for 3, and then Marcos Cabranes 1 for 3 as well. 3-1. That one low in the dirt. It's going to be a walk. A lead-off walk from Gunnar Thompson to Landon Gaz, and it's a base runner early on for the Hastings Sodbusters.
Batting now for the Sodbusters, Gage Frank.
Gage Frank due up now. He singled in the first inning with 2 away, but since then has put the ball in the air twice, once in the infield and once in right field that DJ Van Atten took care of. We'll see if Gunnar Thompson can perhaps get a ground ball here. That one low gets the zone at the knees. Strike 1 from Thompson on that pitch. Gunnar Thompson an 0-1 count. Now Gage Frank Cabranes and Zach Vital due up the 3-4-5 with that leadoff walk. That pitch blown away. Weston pops over in the left-hand batter's box, keeps the curved ball in front of him. It's a 1-1 count. Joe McBride is moving around in the bullpen. If this one gets a little scary, Head Coach Jaron Hunt will change the pace. 1-1, here's the pitch from Thompson. Curveball finds the zone on the outside. The 12-6 moved beautifully from Gunnar Thompson, and it is a 1-2. That one hung a little bit, but it was outside. Would have been pretty hard for Gage Frank to do anything with that pitch at all. Good placement by Thompson. It's a 1-2. Runner on first, leadoff walk, but Gunnar Thompson in a 1-2 looking for a big first out of the inning. Curveball chopped over to Bledgy. Bledgy to Bachman. Bachman to first. A 5-4. No, can't get it. It's off the mark. Nelson couldn't get the stretch. Give me an error on Ryan Bachman. One away, they get the lead runner, but Gage Frank stands on first due to an E4.
Yeah, well, maybe next time you will estimate me.
7-3 the lead still. One runner on first, one away to Marcos Cabreras, who in the last pitch he saw was the only pitch he saw in the 6th inning. Skied it deep in the center field for a leadoff double. Came across to score that lone run in the 6th against Kyler Miratello. He comes up here with 2 outs remaining in the offensive night for Hastings. That pitch inside, almost got a piece of him. Cabreras leans out of the way. Count goes 1-0. Zach Vitale standing on deck. Nick Jones now in the hole. If the Sodbusters can get it going, it's 4-5-6. But the only base hit in the 4-5 belongs to Cabreras with that double in the 6th. Here's the 1-0 to Marcos Cabreras. That one in the dirt. Weston keeps it in front. Thompson not finding the zone well right now. Little uncharacteristic, but nonetheless, it's a 2-0 count. Could have been out of this one with a ground ball over to Bledgy. Got the throw over at second, got the lead runner, but the throw could not make it to Nelson in time. That pitch outside finds the zone. 2-0, turns to 2-1. A good pitch from Gunnar Thompson on that one. Thompson on the year, this is already inning 9. He had 8 2/3 coming in. He recorded an out, so now working with 9 innings on the year. We'll see what he can do here in the 2-1 to Marcos Cabreras. That pitch high in the air to right field. Van Atten barely has to budge. He's going to make the catch. There's 2 away. 1 out remaining in this one for the Sasquatch. Have 3 in a row and a double-header sweep against the Hastings Sodbusters. It's been the Sasquatch day.
Now batting for the Sodbusters, Zach Beadle.
Zach Beadle up to the plate now. He represents the last life. He's 0 for 3. He's done everything. A line out the center, a ground out the short, and a looking strikeout on Kyler Miratello in the 2nd. We'll see what Thompson can do here. Delivers strike 1 outside. A beautiful spot, low and away from Gunnar Thompson. We'll take a look around the ILB. The Big Sticks and Casper Spuds currently tied at 3 in the 7th inning. That is a big series going on there in Dickinson, so we're going to keep close track of that as Sasquatch fans looking to make a playoff push. That curveball just misses outside, and it's 1-1. You look at the Sasquatch and the way this is going, it's looking like Sasquatch, if they want to win the second half, they got to take care of Dickinson, Fremont, and Casper. Dickinson and Casper playing each other right now in North Dakota. That pitch in the dirt, Weston, a good job being a wall, keeps down in front of him. Count goes 2-1. 2-1 count, 2 away. Gunnar Thompson trying to end this one with 1 more out that would seal the deal here in Spearfish, South Dakota. 4-run lead. Casper Spuds currently in first place in this second half at 3-1. Badlands Big Six right behind it, 2-2. Same with the Spearfish Sasquatch. That one hit weakly up the middle. It's going to get by the glove of Luis Reyes into center field. It's going to be a 2-out single. 2 runners on now, and here we go. Nick Jones up to the plate now. The DH singled in his last plate appearance to score Marcos Cabreras. And here not to score Marcos Cabreras, to get on base. He was stranded at third base. Cabreras scored to the guy on deck, Anthony Chavez. Tying run on deck now for the Hastings Sodbusters. Strike 1 delivered from Thompson. Inside, it's an 0-1. A weak single up the middle from Zach Vitale kept this one going, and it was an error at second base on a 5-4-3 potential double play that kept the inning going, that allowed Gage Frank to reach first, where he stands now at second. Here's the 0-1 from Thompson, way outside the right-hand box. Thompson slides over. He snags it. Runners stay put. Having a little trouble locating. Thompson was hot yesterday in Game 1 of the series. Now gets in here in Game 2. Had the chance to retire this one on the 5th batter he's seen. 1-1 to Nick Jones. That one low and inside. Weston tried to stick it. No call for Gunnar Thompson. It's ball 2. I don't know if a true strike zone really exists right now. It's kind of been fluctuating the entire game, and nonetheless a 2-1 to Nick Jones. That one hit hard over to first, past the glove of Nelson in the right field. They're going to hold the runner over at third. Bases are juiced. The tying run at the plate. Oh my goodness, a little bit of trouble for the Sasquatch here. Head coach Jared Hunt's going to come out and talk to Gunnar Thompson. I wonder if they make the move to Joe McBride right now with the tying run. He is getting hot in the bullpen, or what is going to go on to Anthony Chavez, who has been hot. A single, a double. As an RBI in his night with a sac fly, he has been really good in this game out of the 7th spot.
Modern Woodmen of America offers financial services and fraternal member benefits to individuals and families. Serving Spearfish, find Rodney and Michael online at Modern Woodmen.
Gunnar Thompson trying to get this last out. Luis Reyes trying to hype up his relief pitcher. Bases are juiced. Tying run to the plate with 2 outs. 7, 8, 9 due up for the Sodbusters. This game just got really interesting. Gunnar Thompson trying to close it out. We're keeping track of the Dickinson-Casper game right now in Dickinson. If the Big Six are able to win, that would make them 3-2, Casper 3-2. And if this score holds and Gunnar Thompson can get out of this with the game won, the Sasquatch would be in first place right now in the second half. Breaking ball outside, just missed the zone on the curveball to 1-0 count. 1-0 count to Anthony Chavez. This one getting a little too close for comfort, but Gunnar Thompson trying to close it out in front of a nice crowd here on a Saturday night in Spearfish. 1-0 count from Thompson. Here's the pitch. That one high in the air to left center field. Danger over there in left center. Thiessen going over to the gap. He'll make the catch on the run. A well-hit ball from Anthony Chavez. Close, but no cigar. Gunnar Thompson closes it out. A little scary at the bases loaded, a tying run at the plate. But no fear, Gunnar Thompson gets out of it. The Squatch, a 7-3 doubleheader sweep. Make it 3 in a row for the Spearfish Sasquatch. Make sure to stay tuned for Sasquatch After Hours. We're going to talk to Julio Romero, Seth Nelson, and Luis Reyes. Beautiful Spearfish, South Dakota, with the winning pitcher and starting pitcher of Game 1, Julio Romero. Julio, phenomenal out there today. 5 2/3 innings, 2 earned runs. What was working for you out there versus Sodbusters team?
Mainly just fastball away. They really couldn't touch it. And then curveballs, they were really getting on them. But after a while, they just kind of let them go and might as well just keep throwing it. They're not going to touch it. So
you've been getting really hot on the mound in your last 3 appearances. You've been almost unhittable, and even when they do get hits, they don't seem to come across. What's been working for you more as of late as opposed to early season when it wasn't necessarily going how you planned?
Mainly it's just been mechanics, just cleaning little things up here and there, just trying to sit back on my back leg a little bit more. That's mainly just been it.
So really just experimenting and trying out new things, basically what summer ball is all really about?
Yes, that is exactly it.
Thank you, Julio. Great outing today in Game 1. Really propelled the Sasquatch to a win. Now we're going to hear from the other player of the game. In Game 1, it's Seth Nelson. I mean, what's really new? I dropped the line when he blasted a home run here in Game 2. When you're hot, you're hot. Seth, 5 RBIs in Game 1, 3 for 3. Had that sac fly to give you your first of the night. And then today in Game 2, you had 3 more RBIs and an absolute monster of a home run in the right field. I mean, you're hot. What have you been seeing at the plate? That's really all you can say about it.
Honestly, it was just for Game 1. Julio was going out there and just shutting it down after that first inning. So, I just more than anything wanted to get behind our pitcher and, get him some support. So it was more of that and just working with what they were feeding us. And it was fastball slider. So not a lot to battle with, but, getting behind Julio and just getting behind his outing today was really the biggest key for us.
Yeah, and you seem to break open the game both times. And, I mean, kind of been getting that dugout alive today, especially when you hit that home run today in Game 2. The dugout just seemingly hit a new kind of atmosphere. It was a little bit quiet in the first part of the game. Then you hit that home run, take the lead, and everything, or home run, take the lead early. Everything sort of changes. They tie it up. You come back, you break open the tie with another RBI, and it wakes up again. What's been going on with you in the dugout and everything? Kind of just been shooting for that all year?
Yeah, it's just it's a long day. A lot of innings, a lot of pitching, a lot of hitting. So, we got to grind through it. Just getting the guys up is the biggest thing, because once we get it started, we don't stop. So that's the biggest thing. Yeah.
Another great offensive performance from you, Seth, and another great win from the Sasquatch. When you're hot, you're hot. Seth is hot at the plate. The Sasquatch are hot right now. 3 in a row. We were supposed to talk to Luis Reyes, but I think he got a bit distracted down there, did not make his way up here into the booth. I'm Sean Massa signing off today on this Saturday evening. The Sasquatch 3 in a row sweep the doubleheader versus the Hastings Sodbusters, back right here to finish up the homestand again versus Hastings tomorrow on Sunday. I'm Sean Massa. Thank you for making me a part of your Saturday evening.